I'm Jenna and welcome back to Wellness for Infertility. Today I want to talk a little bit about what we want our loved ones to know as we're going through infertility. This is a very emotional and honest letter that I wrote based on my experiences and experiences I hear clients going through. So it's kind of a mishmash of all those experiences. I don't think I would have been able to write this letter in the midst of infertility, but I wish I could have, and I wish I would have been able to share it with my family and my friends. So I want to give it to you. I'm going to copy and paste the transcript and put it in the details section. So if you would like to take this, use it as a template for you to share with your family and friends, change it up, do whatever you need to do. But I think that thinking about how we can be preserving these relationships in our life that are important to us, as well as honoring what they're feeling and being really honest around what we are feeling in a just open way, I think would have been really helpful. So it was very emotional for me writing this, and I just hope it's helpful. So I'm going to read it. You can share this video with people. You could take the transcript and adjust it as you see fit. Okay, here we go. Dear loved one, I love you. Let me start by saying that I value our relationship and I am so glad you are in my life. And there are some things that I'm going through right now that I don't know how to communicate with you, but I think that it is important that I try. First off, and I'm sorry to say this, but really everything in this situation makes me feel sorry, I'm not doing well. I'm more sad than I knew was possible. I'm so angry that I can't think straight. I'm obsessed with having a baby, and desiring something that I have not been able to have is absolute hell. And I worry about you worrying about me. I try to put on a brave face or an excited face, in part to convince myself that everything will work out, but also to try to convince you that I am sane and healthy and it will all be okay. But honestly, sometimes that I don't know if it will. I don't talk to you about all the ins and outs of what I'm going through with infertility. It's not your fault. I know you want to be helpful, but you ask questions that I don't have the answers to, or that make me feel like I'm not navigating this situation the right way. I don't want to defend my decisions to you. And sometimes I don't even want your feedback, which is harsh and unfair because what you say is logical and it comes from a place of love. I know that. That's when I begin to enter the I'm a terrible person phase of this cycle, which is not a fun place to be. So when I am aloof or irritable or secretive or sensitive, it is legitimately a case of it's not you, it's me. I'm just barely scraping by and I can't handle defending myself or my choices. I see you try to hide that you are sad, and I appreciate that. But of course I see right through it because this is so heartbreaking, and I know that you want me to have a baby almost as much as I desperately want it for myself. And while I'm grateful that you kept your feelings, for the most part, tucked away, I also feel so much guilt that I am causing this pain in you. I know it's not my fault, but I feel like I am hurting you over and over again. I'm angry that this can't be the typical I'm expecting situation. I want to tell you that I'm pregnant in some cute way and then spend 9 months with no anxiety brainstorming baby names and debating the pros and cons of gender reveal gatherings. But instead, I just seem to keep telling you that I had another miscarriage, or that another month went by and I'm not pregnant, or that the adoption placement didn't go through, or that IVF failed, or that there is a delay and then another delay and another. I also don't want to tell you when I'm close to a possibility, because I'm terrified it won't work and I feel like I can't handle hurting you again if it doesn't. Or I'm numb and you feel excited, and me feeling detached and guarded or faking the excitement just feels like another way that I'm failing. I'm mad that our relationship has changed because of this. Probably the healthiest thing to do would be to grieve together. I see the benefit of it. I wish we lived in a culture or a family that was more emotionally communal. But honestly, I don't know how we would get there. I'm worried about you worrying about me. I need you to take care of yourself and talk to someone about how you are being impacted by this. And while I love you, please don't talk to me about the pain you are in, because I just simply don't have any emotional or physical bandwidth to be that person for you. Some days I feel like I'm barely hanging on. While this is all extremely bleak, there are some good days. There are days when I'm excited and I'm positive. And I do, in the depths of my soul, believe that I will be able to share some really beautiful news with you one day. But our journey to that day is looking very different than we thought it would. I'm going to be okay. While this is the hardest thing that I have ever done, I will make it through. I also need you to be patient with me and give me grace when I am struggling. I need you to do everything in your power to take care of yourself so that we can come together on that happy day somewhere in the future. I love you. Hope this helps.